Hey guys, Call here, and I am back in the Quantum Labs 2 world. If you know Quantum Labs, this is the Quantum Labs 2 world. And I'm going to give you guys a little look at what I have so far. It's pretty good. Now, let's take a look at the building. So we have a skyscraper here that I built, which I still need to edit a little bit. Because it's a corner building, I had to build it myself. Here is some skyscrapers besides the brick one, that one I built. All the rest of the skyscrapers were sent to me by email by someone. I won't name them, but I might eventually. Anyways, so they sent me a bunch of these skyscrapers, but as you can see, some of them, these two here at the corners are the same, and those two there are the same, because they sent me about 7, but 7 is not quite enough. So let's expand our vision to see just how big this city is meant to be. So I'm going to go load these chunks, and you'll be able to see from one end to the other just how large it is. It's pretty large. It's not humongous, but it's fairly large. Like, this is a pretty big build. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pretty big. It's about it's at least 30 buildings across. It's right. It's kind of haphazard. You may think it's kind of weird, but you'll understand the layout eventually when you play the game. And then here is the giant chain link fence, and I have to build the corners to it. I'll just put, there'll be a fence around the whole thing. Anyway, so here's the city so far. We've got a few buildings, but as you can see, that's just a very small amount. That's just a corner. I basically need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 times as many buildings, 8 times as much renovation. It only took me 20 minutes to put these buildings in, but make them have the concrete in the right spots, and to fix some of their item blocks that they're using on the inside. But anyways, what I'm here to ask you guys today is if any of you want to try and make some skyscrapers, or if you already have skyscrapers, because I could really use some extras so I don't have to build all of them, because just the story and commands alone is going to take me a long, long time. And the more of these I can get, the sooner the map can be released. Now, don't mistake that for quantity over quality. I still want them to be pretty quality builds, and I'll show you guys a good quality build right here. So this one is pretty good. I'd say this is a pretty good building, and these are pretty good as well. It doesn't need to be enormous, but it needs to be about, let's see how tall this one is. It needs to be somewhere between, we'll make this one the tallest, somewhere between 104 minus 32. So somewhere between 70, probably, let's see how tall this one is, right about here. 60 minus 32. Okay, so somewhere between 30 and 70 blocks tall. And the reason for that is because it's supposed to be a city. They need to be modern-ish buildings, at least semi-modern. These are pretty modern looking. These are really nice. Some of them I'm going to have to change. Like, I'm going to change the glowstone, maybe in the texture pack, to just be lit redstone lamps, so I don't have to deal with that. But this is pretty good. The insides need to be furbished, preferably, because I can make some buildings that are blocked off, but it'd be really nice if you guys could just do some basic inside furniture. If you're not really good at inside furniture, just make it really simple. Maybe a staircase and some basic stuff, because this doesn't look like amazing, but I think it's doable. Like, it's believable that this is a building. I'm gonna have to change these 3 doors. Anyways, so yeah, the basics, it needs to look modern. It needs to be furbished on the inside. There's no other specifications. You can put your name somewhere inside the building. That'd be great. I'm going to have a link in the description. Go down, click it. It's going to be a Google questionnaire, and you can fill out as many as you want. And it's going to require that you're signed into a Google account, so make sure you're signed into your YouTube or your Google Gmail so you can do it, just so I don't get as many spammers, because I have gotten some spammers on some of those before. And basically, you're just going to need to probably put a link to a download of a MC schematic file. If you don't know how to do an MC schematic file, I'm going to show you right now. So MC Edit, this is MC Edit. It's a pretty simple thing. I'll have a link to the download. This is version 1.5.6.0 for Minecraft 1.8 to 1.11.2, but it works for 1.12 because MC Edit is just that awesome. So when you're in MC Edit, if you haven't done this before, quick load, go to the world that has your skyscraper in it. And I use MC Edit to duplicate the layers in the skyscrapers, not, well, for the one I made, just because a lot of them have the same levels. So if I were building this one right here, this isn't one I built, I would just build up to here, and then I would copy it and paste it all the way up. This is what MC Edit looks like. The download link will be, well, the link to the page where the download is will be in the description for you. It's pretty easy to use. You right click to move your head. You have to hold the right click down to move your head and use the arrow keys to move. But once you have one of your skyscrapers, wait for it to load in, and you're going to click the bottom corner, and you're going to then right click and move around to make this box cover your tower, like so. And then you can just left click once you've found the right sized box. If it's not the right size, you can hover your mouse over any edge of the box and you can click and move up or move down, and move up or move down. Really simple to use. You'll get the hang of it eventually if you haven't already. And then you go down to where it says, it would be, oh, sorry, right here, export. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. You click export and it'll pull up with this, and then you can just name it skyscraper and then put your name in like parentheses, blah 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 blah, and then click save, and then you would send me this .mbt file. Alternatively, you don't have to do it as a .mbt file. Another thing you can do is this. So something else you can do, you can give, if I don't think your skyscraper, it shouldn't be able to fit in here, but if you really don't like MC Edit and you really want to make it difficult on me, you can put a structure block and you can save it as like skyscraper, and you can, pick the bounding boxes yourself. 30, you would want to make it the full size, 32 by 32 by 32. Oh, 32 by 32 by 32, skyscraper, cloud, you can do underscore cloud wolf, like your name, not my name. And then, yes, done. And you would have a big box around it, and then you can like go up to the corner and just denote something like do this and then do 1. And then go up to the corner and you can put another one down and then do skyscraper underscore cloud wolf 2, and you can save another piece of it. And you can send me the structure files, which will be in your world save folder for this world, and then structures, and they'll be there. But I really prefer I really prefer schematics because it's a lot easier to work with. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this video. There's nothing too much more to say. I'm working on Quantum Labs. I'll do a video on how I did the elevator for it eventually. It's just really complicated, so I'll try and figure out something easier for you guys to understand. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I'm gonna be hopefully it'll be done within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe before August, maybe early August. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up. And if you do participate in this, I will definitely give you credit in the beginning of the map. That's why I want you to put your name, maybe put your head inside the building, like in the doorway, and put like a sign with your name on it next to it. And that would really help me so I can give you credit easily. If not, I might forget. So anyways, guys, other than that, thanks for showing up and watching the video, even if you're not going to participate. But if you are, thanks a lot for like submitting builds, and all the builds will be accepted as long as they look like they fit in this city. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.